Mallory's Infants is a two-form entry school in northwest London. With 61% of pupils learning English as an additional language and 32% designated as special needs, their Ofsted said that very good provision for literacy has contributed to the rising standards in the school. Despite its residential suburban location, the school population has shown a steady increase in the number of children with English as an additional language over the last 5 years.
I pick up all the questions we have here: which, where, who.
In this programme, we look at how the school creates a strong partnership with parents, inviting them to take an active part in developing their children's literacy, both in school and at home.
This week is going to be a special week.
Not all schools welcome parental involvement in the way this school does. They really see the parents and the wider community as a resource for the school and really encourage the parents to come in and get involved.
The school holds an annual reading meeting to help parents understand how reading is taught at school so that they can use the same method at home.
Welcome everybody, it's fantastic so many of you have come. There's all sorts of different things that they're doing when they're reading. A lot of people have misconceptions about how it happens. What they're doing, as you probably realise, is they're guessing from the pictures and they're using the repetition. They've sussed out that each page follows the same pattern, and that's absolutely fine. We often get parents saying, but they're just looking at the pictures. Yes, they can't read it. Of course they're looking at the pictures. That's what we want them to do, and that is part of reading. Right, we're on to readers. They can read a simple book like this. And as they're reading along, they need to have strategies to work out, as they're reading along, how to approach a new word. Are they going to do it from the picture? Are they going to do it from the letter sounds? Are they going to do it from the context and the meaning? And that is where they're working. And we've got Priya on the video, but you'll see she's actually using more letter sounds and sight vocabulary.
And look, this is a big shaker of salt.
Salt.
Salt? Do you think you might put salt in?
Yes.
How much? Do you think you put a cup in or one of those?
A spoon in.
A spoon in. So in goes a spoon of salt.
One of the key areas that comes back to us from parents about something that they find difficult is reading. We do want to help them and we do want to assist them so that they feel that they come equipped with the right kind of tools, the right level of confidence to support children, and also so that there are consistencies in the approach between how reading is being managed, both at home and at school.
Right, now it's over to you. I'm sure there's things that have happened for you that you could share usefully with other people.
There's one thing I do with my son, like simple words. I try to make him write it out. Well, I might write it out in a row, and then he'll write it like 3 times, and then I make him say the sounds. It could be sh or th.
I've tried that strategy, but it hasn't worked for me. Because when I write in rows and then tell him to write that, he's like, no, I know a better way of doing it. Miss Abraham told me to do it this way. So it's a bit confusing. So I really don't know how to help him.
Yeah, I mean, if he's trying to show you what he's learned, maybe go with that. Let him show you what he's learned.
My son, he had difficulty with reading and spelling. So what I said to him, I gave him a magic pen that he can imagine anywhere he is, he can write it. Just imagine it in his head.
Fantastic.
And it's helped a lot.
Yeah, it's little things like that that set children off, isn't it? A little bit of imagination and a little bit to make it fun for them.
Yeah,
it
he enjoys it, and he enjoys writing, and he does it everywhere.
Oh, have you got any more of those?
Parent volunteers like Carol Riemann come into school every week to support children with their reading and writing.
How do you spell splash?
Splash. Okay, it's a blend. Okay, do you remember how the
S-H.
What do you hear now? You hear S?
S-H.
That's right. Is it an L or I? Very good. Now, so it's a Very good, you remembered. Well done.
There is a bit of a triangular effect in terms of
these lessons. So if the teacher can get the parents involved, the parent can help the child, and the child can have a better understanding of what the teacher's teaching in the class. It's all connected.
So today we're writing an exciting ending to our story and adding a title to finish it off.
Can you put some more juicy words in for me?
Fluffy.
What is it? Is it the t or the
Soft.
ed or the d sound?
And white cuddly chair.
The school like parents to volunteer to come in and help in the class. It makes their job a lot easier because then they can concentrate more on smaller groups of children if a parent takes over.
What
It's a blend, yeah, good. Okay, now turn over to page
was
2.
as soft as a white swan.
Okay, that's lovely.
We try and bring in as many parents into the classroom as much as possible. Obviously, that's not always possible for a large majority, but for those where it is, coming in, even on an irregular basis, gives them some understanding of all the elements that go together with not just reading, but with writing as well.
For many parents, their main concern is their children's reading. The school offers parent-teacher consultations and individualised training to help them read more effectively with their children.
I want to start by just checking how you feel Aaron's progress has gone since we last met.
Much better. He's really coming in leaps and bounds now. And what I'm doing at the moment is making sure that he's noticing his mistakes rather than me noticing and not doing anything about it, if you know what I mean.
Okay, good. So actually the training that we did last time obviously has had a fairly big
just
impact.
reiterating, you know, with him, kind of, if he's having difficulties, I'll cover up the word, break it down.
Good.
And it's been working, it's been great. Now he's getting better at his reading. What he's started to do is he's not really paying that much attention to what he's reading. He just fills in the gaps. When a lot of the time, you know, it's great, but then it's when it comes to more complex things, he's filling in what's not necessarily there.
Very
good. You can see that it's working.
He's got lots and lots and lots of decoding skills in place. He's applying them really well. It's now looking at how do we build up that inferential understanding.
Before Mum went to hospital, she gave a
It's not E, it's, how do you sound it? What did you get?
Very good, well done.
But little monster
Almost there. You've got the first bit.
Cool.
And then what's that?
Couldn't.
That's right.
Keep ill.
Mum, really important to make sure that he gets all of the understanding. We've drawn out this story quite a lot, but it's about stopping at certain points and checking that he's understood as much as he can in the story.
I just noticed that as well, like in this line he thought it's talking about the baby when actually it's talking about the little girl.
Yeah.
So.
What happens if you don't understand something? What should you do?
I should tell Mummy to help me with that word.
Or to help you understand what you've read, shouldn't you?
The reading that we do with prayer, we tend to do after dinner. She's had a little time to just chill out from coming back from school, and we'll spend maybe half an hour, some days an hour. Generally, she just, you know, she'll say, "Oh, Mummy, it's time to read my book," and we'll come here and sit down and she'll start reading. Okay.
This week is going to be a special week.
What's the inside?
Alien.
An alien. How many eyes has it got?
4.
4 eyes.
Ma, what does that say?
You said it. What did you say it was?
Saucus.
No. What did you say before?
Saucus.
What's the other sound that letter makes?
Sauces.
Sauces. For supporting Priya with her reading, her writing, I find that even though she makes mistakes, as long as she enjoys doing the work and I'm not purposely correcting her all the time, she's a lot happier, and as such she does better work.
The Lochness
No,
Monster.
that's sometimes it's a ch, sometimes it's a k. So what would
Loch Ness Monster. This week we are going to brighten up the school. Oh no!
Before I'd started going into school on a regular basis, I found that I was using how I was taught at school, and I was using the same methods to teach my daughter. And I found that she was correcting me, saying that, "Oh, Mummy, we don't do it this way anymore, and you're old-fashioned. Mummy, we are taught this way of doing it." And by going into school, I've seen for myself how they teach. Do you think it's a good idea about the children doing this mural?
No,
You don't? Why?
because in this picture she's shouting.
Okay, and what did she want them to do? And
A mural with flowers, spring flowers.
I find that making a little bit of time for your child, even if it's at the very end of the day, just half an hour to sit and talk with your children or play games with them or do reading or how their day has been, it makes a lot of difference to the children.
Literacy work comes to fruition in Arts Week, offering a unique opportunity for parents to join in the creative activities.
Unusually, we have a real car brought into the school grounds where the children are able to decorate that car. And it's all linked to the literacy book that we've been doing the previous week called Mrs. Armitage on Wheels.
Yeah, that'll look quite nice, won't it? Maybe you could put a pipe cleaner through the thing and attach it to the car.
Look at my dad.
Good.
Do you like my England flag? Made it.
Where might this look nice, do you think, inside the car? You could hang it from the rear view mirror, or look, you could hang it from the back seat belts if you like. Do you think that would look good?
Arts Week is funded by our PSA, and our PSA work very committedly throughout the year to raise funds to be able to provide the essential, we feel, opportunities that the children get during Arts Week.
So could you fill them in now, so that they're not just holes? You could do it that way, or you could do it that way. Do you know what I mean? And fill them in, so they're not just holy ears, they'll be lovely surface ears.
This is a fox. Okay, and these are legs. And the ears? Ears. Oh, we've forgotten the ears.
Our pupil population has changed, so it's afforded us an opportunity to take stock at ways that we need to develop our links with parents so that we don't stand still, but we look at ways of constantly improving our links with parents.